Some lawmakers have called for the removal of Secretary Schiraldi. During a House hearing last month, the secretary said the department doesn't routinely drug test children unless there's a substance abuse problem. And there's no way to track performance outcomes for services, and the department no longer records juvenile phone calls in detention facilities. House committee members say they found those details to be a bit troubling.
It's pretty clear to me that most of the members of my committee, most of the senators on Judicial Proceedings Committee, are not pleased with the job he's doing.
Next week, Secretary Schiraldi is set for a follow-up hearing in front of a House committee.
Fox 45's Jeff Abel begins our team coverage with concerns about why the department isn't recording inmate phone calls. Jeff?
Well, it still hasn't fully been explained, but there is growing concern tonight that if phone lines at facilities aren't secure, then the facility won't be secure.
At a statehouse hearing last month, senators were scratching their heads over a phone call policy, which is now standard policy at every youth detention facility in the state.
Are you monitoring the phone calls that are happening with the children any longer?
We don't tape the phone calls any longer.
Is there a reason we don't do that?
Yes, it is not the industry standard to tape children's phone calls from juvenile facilities.
It's not was it done prior to you being here?
It was.
Juvenile Services Secretary Vincent Schiraldi told senators that the no monitoring policy has become an industry standard, but it appears that standard is foreign to many other states. In Ohio, the policy at youth facilities comes with a bold warning that calls are subject to recording. There's a similar message in Texas, where its policy warns youth offenders that all calls are subject to being recorded. Even the state of Louisiana warns young detainees that the state monitors and/or records youth telephone calls to preserve the security and orderly management of the facility. But in Maryland, it appears no one is listening.
And so you're going to allow them to make calls freely?
Kenji Scott, who once led a statewide juvenile justice coalition, believes the no recording policy is another indication of how relaxed juvenile facilities have become. A year and a half ago, we obtained this video from inside a juvenile lockup.
Go ahead, talk your baby.
An incarcerated teenager was sending a message to the outside thanks to a cell phone, which was believed to have belonged to a DJS caseworker.
Hey, yo, he's scared to do what, though, yo?
If they want to kill somebody, they can make a phone call and have somebody killed. If they want a guard assaulted, they can make a phone call and have a guard assaulted.
Scott is convinced that if phone lines aren't secure, facilities aren't secure.
So if the governor prioritized children, then Schiraldi would be gone. The governor's not prioritizing Maryland's children.
Well, the secretary is expected to face more questions about this policy when he appears before a House committee next week. We're live tonight. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.